Hey, hi, hello friends. My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full review on the Candy Skies palette from Laura Lee. This is her latest launch with her niece Erin. I picked this up because literally, how could I not? So today I'm going to be doing a full review on this palette. I have been playing with it since I got it. This will be my 5th look with the palette, so I feel comfortable giving my review. I will be including swatches, my previous looks, thoughts, and then of course we're going to be getting ready together. So if that sounds fun to you, be sure to stay tuned. Also, before you leave, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell just so that you guys are notified of all my future uploads. And of course, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, so I went ahead and I set my eyes with the eyeshadow primer. I always use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And then I went ahead and put some soap in my brows. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Marshmallow here, which is the white shade. Whenever I'm playing with pastels, I always make sure I'm using a lighter base to set some things up so you can get a higher pigment payoff, which I'm assuming that's why Laura put this in here. This shade doesn't have a lot of kick up, but even if it did, I wouldn't care. Fallout, kick up in the pan never bothers me because that just means most of the time the shadow is really pigmented, and I always do my eyes first. So yeah, this shade honestly goes on like butter. I think if you have the Nudie Patootie palette, I think that this formula is superior to that. I have that one as well, and I really enjoy that palette, and I think that this formulation is better. It's a lot smoother, more easy to blend. I've really been enjoying it over the past few days. So yeah, really like that. Then I'm going to go in with a smaller, more defined brush. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of a halo-ish eye. I'm going to try. I'm not the best. And I'm going to go into the shade Sugar Mama, which is this pink right here. And what I'm going to do is start it on the outside and build it up. All of these shadows, pastels included, are very pigmented, very easy to build up or blend out. If you go in with a denser brush and you pack, you can get obviously a little bit higher of a pigment payoff, but you can blend them out and get a really nice blown out light look. I think that the pastels are beautiful when I do that, when I blend them completely out and then you just slap a shimmer over the top. Great for a one and done look. But I've also done like the monochromatic looks with this. I'll start inserting slides now of the looks I've done. I've played with, well, essentially all the shades except for Pink Strawberry and Mixed Berry, which I'm going to use Mixed Berry today. But I played with all the other shades, and they're incredible. I mean, honestly, the shade Cloudy is insane. Like, I never would have expected it to be that type of formulation, slash the pigment that it had. It is so gorgeous. It's probably one of my favorite shades in the palette as far as the shimmers. But all in all, the shimmers perform very well. They're very buttery, easy to work with. You can use a brush or your finger, whichever you prefer. But they're honestly so good. This palette actually exceeded my expectations formula-wise. But yeah, I'm sure you guys can see the looks that I've created that I had up on the screen there. Very versatile. You can do a lot of one and dones like I mentioned before, or you can do a lot of more monochromatic looks. And you can also use different colors and blend them together. They hold really well together, like they don't mud or anything like that. And yeah, I'm just impressed with the color payoff, honestly. have that the way that I think I want it for now. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a denser brush, flat paddle brush. And I'm going to dip into the shade Mixed Berry, and that's what I'm gonna take on the center portion there. I am going to dip it in, and I'm gonna spray it just because that's how I like to do things over here. And then I'm going to just add that to the center, and look how beautiful that is. Like, these shimmers are insane, you guys. Like, just so soft, and the payoff is baller. They are so beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish up the other eye, and I'm gonna finish up my base since this is just about the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert some swatches, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here are the swatches. For those of you on Instagram who requested swatches, now you'll know why I don't ever do swatches, because I am so terrible at them. But essentially, this shade here is Marshmallow, which is the white shade. In my opinion, it shows up a lot better on the lid. Then we move to Mixed Berry, which is this really pretty pigment that I have on my eyes today. This shade is E-Bug, which is the really pretty light kind of lavender purple. This is Macaroon, and it is such a beautiful topper. I know it just looks like a pink topper in the swatch, but it also has really pretty purple hues and shifts to it once you get it on the lid. This shade here is the other one I have on my eye today, which is Sugar Mama. This is insanely pigmented. This was like literally one swipe. It did so well. It's such a pretty shade. And as you saw in my eye, you can buff it out to be a lighter pink, or you can go in with it and deepen it up. This shade here is going to be Pink Strawberry. It has little tiny flecks of glitter in it. It's a glitter matte. I know some people really don't like those, but I love them, and I haven't had any issue blending it out. So yeah, super pretty. The next shade here is Roasted Caramel. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite shades in the palette, because you can build it up to be almost like a deep burnt orange, or you can lighten it up to be this really pretty peachy color. And then it complements so well with this shimmer here. Like, look at that gold. Oh yeah, so pretty. This one here is the Sunset shade. So unique, so gorgeous, layers beautifully over the orange shades. Then you have this lighter orange shade here, which is Peach Ring. So cute. I love that name. I should probably stay in the frame here. Yeah, Peach Ring, super cute, really nice orange pastel. I've worn this one a couple times, so beautiful. This shade here is Cloudy. This is the one that I was saying has like bunch of crazy cool, really pretty shifts to it. I really love this one. It's super pretty. The pigment is super soft, really nice. Then we have this really nice green shade here, which is Mint Chip, and it's just, yeah, speaks for itself. It's gorgeous. I wore it the other day. It's in one of the looks I showcased. And then this shade here is Pistachio, which is in the green. And like, it has a really pretty tealy gold shift to it. Super pretty. And then if we go back to the top, we have the blues. I couldn't fit them on my arm, obviously. But we have Sky Blue, which is a really pretty pastel right there. And these are more vivid on the eyes. I don't have any like primer down or anything. And then this shade here is the Blue Raspberry, which is a gorgeous topper. And all of these just like layer so well together and create a really nice color story. So yeah, these are the swatches. Sorry, I'm terrible. Okay, so this is the final look, you guys. I really love how it came out. I probably did like the most basic color story today for this review, because a lot of us already have pinks and purples, but to be honest with you, I've already used every other shade in here, which probably just comes down to poor planning. But I'm glad you at least got to see it in the little still shots that I inserted into the video. Overall, I really love this palette. I think that the mattes are gorgeous, they're pigmented, they blend so easily, and they're buttery. I was really impressed with the pigmentation payoff of especially the pastels, because pastels are hard to do, you guys. I've tried a lot of pastels that have just blended away into nothing, and in my experience, these did not do that. Also, these shimmers are freaking insane. They stand alone on their own, and they make great, like, they just go great with all the looks. And I mean, I think she kind of did them in, you know, similar stories, so you could work with each one if you wanted to do something monochromatic, or you could blend and do whatever you want, because really this goes with this or this. Like, honestly, the color story is just genius. The shifts in the shimmers are also incredible. They just pair so well together. Honestly, I'm probably going to be reaching for this for a while because it is so good. Now, I picked up the bundle, so I paid a total of $63 for the palette and both of the glosses. In my opinion, think that that was a really good deal. You get a lot of shades in here. The packaging is so beautiful. This is going to be a gorgeous display piece. And then as far as the glosses go, they were a way better deal as in the bundle than if you were to purchase them separately. Originally, this was the only one that I wanted, but I'm glad I picked up the bundle because this ended up being the one that I loved the most. So this one has like a slight glittery brown reflect, super gorgeous, and it doesn't feel like, you don't feel the glitter particles. It just makes your lips look good. I really like it. It's not like thick or sticky or anything, and it's really hydrating on the lips. I love this. I've been using this gloss pretty much nonstop since I got it. The strawberry one is the one that I picked up. Like, I thought I was going to love this one the most, but it's the one thing out of the bundle that I don't really like. On Erin's lips, it looked like her lips were like juicy AF. But when I put it on mine, it was just kind of like meh, you know? And it has that like really I don't want to say it, but like, you know, that like cheap makeup plastic smell. That's a scent that this has, which is weird because in the video she was like, oh, it smells so good. So I thought it'd smell like strawberries or something, but it doesn't. It just kind of has like a weird scent, and it doesn't provide as much plump as I thought it was going to. But this shade here, which is E-Bug, was a winner for me. I love this gloss. I've been wearing it pretty much nonstop. So yeah, overall, I highly recommend. I would pick up the bundle if you haven't already. I love color. You can just do so much with this. Like, you can even tie these colors into other shades from other palettes if you want to create something a little more like not as wow in your face. But I also think that these shades make for great one and done looks if you want to do this and then add like a shimmery topper from like another palette just to add some pizzazz. They shine on their own. They shine together. As you saw in the swatches, my terrible swatches, they're really pretty and they are pigmented. I did those swatches on top of literally nothing. So they get a lot better payoff when you're applying them above the white one, or when you have, you know, an eyeshadow primer below them. Either way, really love this palette. I'll stop rambling now. If you've seen anything on Instagram, you know that I've been obsessing over it. I really enjoyed the looks that I've been able to create with it. And yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.